Hello everyone and welcome to another pick a card reading. Today we are going to do a sort of a spread, which I never done before. I don't usually do spreads, but I sort of wanted to do this one regarding on gaining perspective on your current path in life. Okay, so what you will do is choose between these three type of flowers. We have group 1 here, group 2, and group 3. So choose whichever one popped in your to your eyeballs first. And for the main cards, we're going to be using the cards I made, which is the Sea Life Tarot deck, well, Oracle deck. And so once you choose which flower type you want, the timestamps will be down below in the description box. So I'll give you a moment to choose that, and I'll see you in your reading. Hey, group 1. So let's see. What is the energy of your current path in life? So your current energy is the compass, directions and guidance. So currently you guys may be lost, confused, maybe unable to know which way to go, right? There's some confusion here. That is the main energy. So what struggle or blockage is present on your path? Okay, so what's present currently, the blockage or struggle, is pebbles. The details and understanding. Okay, so the details are what is confusing you guys at the moment. Let's see, how do you guys remove or heal this struggle? Okay, so you got message in a bottle, messages and manifestation. So it's possible that you guys may be getting a message soon, right? Getting a message or receiving maybe some type of information that could help you along the way. So let's see, what is it you need to focus on? So what you need to focus on, it says eye patch, blind and tunnel vision. So it's possible that you guys are maybe close-minded or not willing to see what's in front of you, not maybe willing to see the truth because you believe in something so different than what truly is and you don't want to accept it. So what you need to focus on is building a bridge between that which you believe and that what truly is, even though it may bruise your ego, even though it may be against what you initially believe. Try to build a bridge, see how it connects, see different points of view, different statistics, resources, whatever this thing is that currently is confusing you. Okay. So what blessings and opportunities is waiting for you? Oh, you got coins, trades and gains. So If this is work related, maybe this blind tunnel vision, this thing you need to focus on, maybe you're not seeing eye to eye with maybe a coworker or your employer or someone, but maybe it's because you don't know the back end of what's really going on, right? You only see what is present to you, but you don't see what's going on behind the scenes, right? Because maybe it's above your pay grade, or maybe because you're just an employee, right? But there's other things going on in management that you may not be aware of, and maybe you're battling with someone or being angry at someone, but you don't know the details, right? These pebbles represent details, because even though pebbles are small, they can sometimes still hurt when you step on them, right? So don't underestimate the small and little things in life. It could become a bigger problem. So right now, your confusion is leading you to a path where basically maybe this message in a bottle is telling you that you need to confront or sit down and talk to whoever this problem is about, or just trying to understand their point of view, seeing things eye to eye, right? Because on the other side of this problem, it benefits you if you're willing to actually learn from this. um, Not only learn, but tame your ego enough to be willing to hear someone else out, or to open your mind to something that goes against what you believe. Because remember, belief is just a belief. It's not concrete 100%, right? It's just a belief. So there's a benefit that awaits you on the other side of this, but you have to take the initiative to actually, to talk it out, to see maybe not just a bigger picture, but to understand the details. If maybe even this is a contract, maybe you're blinded by something that's on the contract that you are not aware of. So read the contract thoroughly. If you don't understand contracts, go to someone that does, right? Someone like a third party, or someone that won't screw you over, someone you can trust, or a different firm that can help you, or however. Because there may be details that you end up, right, these details that you end up seeing on this contract that can then help you, because you can go back to this person and say, no, I want this edited out, I don't want this to be part of the contract, and because of that you end up gaining more than what you initially would, right? So if this is something regarding contracts, look at the finer print, read between the lines, get someone that can actually help you with this, because you don't want to be screwed over, because there is some confusion here regarding something you're going through at this moment. Even if this is a relationship issue and you're confused, maybe there are little details that you haven't worked out with your partner. Um, so a message in a bottle can also mean like communication, right? So it's important to communicate, to state what it is your intention is, ask what their intention is, try to see if if your intention is the same, right? Because you don't want to waste their time, or they having to waste your time, and then later down the road you see that it's going nowhere, or you thought this relationship was one thing but they thought it was another, and then you see that it's not compatible and you wasted years for nothing, right? So communication is the key for everything, right? But currently you aren't seeing something, or there are details that you need to focus on, okay? But just know that once you work this out on the other side, there is benefits. It could be financial, it can be some type of physical, physical, this third dimension type of benefits, right? So whether that's a family, a marriage, some type of benefit, even a promotion or even getting a job in the first place. Okay, so there is benefits here for you. Okay, so currently another thing you need to know is to use your intuition. For some of you, because it says appreciate and enjoy the lunar light and cycles, do what feels right and natural to you. If you're feeling some vibe or something that you want to, maybe it's a little windy outside even though it's spring and sunny, and maybe this wind is making you feel like you're in a dark and gloomy mood, right? And you want to create something more, I don't know, Halloween or autumn inspired, just do it. Okay, because your nature at that time is telling you what it wants to express. Okay, so no matter what it is you create or what you're into, whatever, if you're feeling some type of way, express yourself in that way. Okay, don't hold back just because it's some type of a season or something, right? Enjoy the cycles that come, right? Because even though it's summer, let's say, it's summer outside, right? It's hot and whatever. Even within summer, there are times that can be windy, rainy, cloudy, where the sea is violent, right? So summer doesn't always equal to always sunny, happy, and joyful, right? There are violent times within nature even during summer, just like during the winter, even though it's cold outside, there are still beautiful sunny days, right? So you don't have to always stick to something that's what just because that's what maybe the selling season is about, right? Do whatever you need to do to release and express that emotion, okay, as long as it's in a healthy way. Okay, just use your intuition and just whatever you feel. Do your crafts, do your self-expression, journaling, whatever it is in that moment. Because even though if, let's say, with using that example of a crafter, if, let's say, you create something for autumn and stuff, eventually autumn will come, right? And you'll be able to put that out there for sale. So it doesn't matter if maybe you're stuck and don't have spring or summer ideas. Use whatever ideas you have as long as you're creating. That's the whole point, right? Doing something you love. So it doesn't matter if it's not seasonal. Just do what it is you love. The other card you have is sisterhood. So friendship, allies, compatible souls, loyalty, joy, delight. Yeah, so this also can connect with this card about cycles and enjoying the lunar light, because here it's all about a friendship and enjoyment, right? So it's telling you maybe through this path what is currently happening in your life is that maybe don't stress about it and take things way too seriously, right? Because all you're doing is overwhelming yourself. So take a break if you can, and maybe have some fun, do something lighthearted in order to shake your mind up a little and cleanse it, so that once you go back to this and figure this out, you can do it in a manner that is a lot more, stable and focused. Okay? Okay, Okay, so you got the hedge and divinity. Now, hedges, they tend to, like when you see a hedge around a house, right, like around a property, it creates a divide, right? It shields something. For those people that live on that property, it shields them from the public, right? For the public walking by, it sort of creates a shield between you and that private property, right? So, and because you got divinity, it feels like it's saying to shield your own divinity and not share too much of yourself with everyone. Okay, keep something for yourself. Create a personal world just for you. I'm not saying to keep secrets from others that can hurt them eventually, like, if you're cheating or something, because that's wrong, of course. But I'm saying have a world within you that you can enjoy just for you. So that even if people, let's say, hurt you, walk away from you, or whatever, at the end of the day, you have that little world of yours where you feel comfortable and safe, and where that little world is just for you. Okay, don't share everything with everyone, especially like online and stuff like that, right? Have a personal little world that's just yours and yours alone. Even if you have a partner, okay, whether that's taking time to have a spa where they don't need to see what you're doing, right? They don't need to see you shaving or showering or whatever it is, right? Have like a little, some privacy and some personal thing to for yourself and for you only, because then you're creating this sacred space that's only yours, where you can always go back to and feel your best, right? So even like if you're feeling hurt, you can retreat back to that personal inner world where no one else knows about, no one can harm, no one can taint it. It's just yours and yours alone. And it's going to feel so much more special because you aren't sharing it with everyone. Okay, let's see what else we get. Okay, so for your current path in life, the message is take time to breathe out, which is exactly what I said, right? About the hedge and, stepping away. And even this sisterhood card about um, taking it easy, right? Not overwhelming yourself and stuff. So you do need to take some time out to breathe and to relax, to cleanse your mind a little, right? So you need to step away from whatever this problem is in order for you to think clearly and be more focused. Because you can't solve whatever this is if you're constantly thinking about it, because your mind jumbles information up and you can't think straight. And then this could lead to an even bigger problem where you screw yourself over because of the decisions you made, right? So you need to be more self-aware and not rush through, okay? Everything that's worthwhile, everything with value takes time. So you two need to take some time, retreat a little, and when you're clear-minded, come back to whatever this issue is, right? Look at the details, look at communicate with someone you trust, learn from others, and don't shut down information just because you don't believe in it. Maybe a lot of people are telling you something not to piss you off or get you angry, but because they're honestly trying to get you to see the truth, and you're not willing to let go of the lie, right? You're defending the lie so badly. It's like the scene in The Matrix, where Morpheus was telling Neo that all these people aren't ready to be unplugged because they're part of a system that I think he said that they will like die to protect it, right? They're that ingrained in it, right? So you have to wake up. Maybe there are false narratives and lies that you believe because it has been ingrained in you for so long. And you shouldn't feel ashamed because of that. Like everyone on this planet believes in some type of lie. We just aren't aware of it. That's why it's important to see both sides, to study, to research, to, go through all these things in order to find some speck of truth. Let's see what else we can get with the tarot cards. And guys, do remember that I also do personal readings, so if you're interested in them, everything will be linked down below. Okay, so this first card flipped all the way down here. So I feel like this should be the last card. So this feels interesting. Because at the beginning here, right, because you have the confusion card, it's like it's saying that currently with this devil card, currently you're trapped in something, right? It could be an obsession, temptation, a sort of prison of your own mind even. With the Seven of Pentacles, we see here this mermaid couple expecting a baby, right? The baby's not there yet, but they have prepared what they need in order to welcome this baby, right? Which is interesting because above here we have details and understanding. So there are things that need to be prepared and worked out within your path. This confusion card is basically you're confused and unable to know what your maybe next step is, or maybe you're not organized enough, or something is causing you to be all over the place and not sticking to whatever it is that you want or need, or this goal you have, right? You can't keep on this path because there's so much distractions, but it's you that is allowing these distractions to happen. You're the one that isn't focusing. If it's because of social media, put a limit on it, or focus and remind yourself, or write down what it is you want to do for that day and try to do as much as you can. Of course, have breaks in between. Maybe during a break, maybe have like 15 minutes on social media, put it down and continue, right? So you're confused because of that. You're not focusing on what it is that you want to accomplish, the path you're on, right? So working out the details, maybe organizing, prioritizing, writing down. I had the same issue. There are things that I wanted to do throughout my day, and every day, by the end of it, I noticed that I spent more time on social media than doing anything productive. So I actually got down and wrote down everything that I wanted to do, whether it was on a daily basis or throughout the week at some point, and then placed it in a schedule of, in order of how, what I wanted to do during the mornings, during the evenings, right? That way I have at least some visual schedule in order to help me. Because if it's all in my mind, it's going to be jumbled and confused, and I'll forget something that I wanted to do, and then remember something else, and then later I'll probably feel bad that I didn't do the thing that I forgot about at the time, right? So it's important to place it somewhere visually so that your mind can be more focused. Okay, and place it somewhere not on the computer where you'll have to go look for it on a folder or something. Either have it as a desktop background or tape it up on your wall next to your computer or your crafting station, or your door, whatever place you're mostly at, so that you always have it in your eyesight and you can always refer to it. Okay? Now, with the messages and manifestations card, because this is communication, we have the Seven of Cups. So there's a lot of different options and choices you can go through with this. And maybe that alone is what confuses some people. Maybe it's having a lot of options that confuses you. But remember, everything can be solved, okay? So write down your goal and then work backwards, right? So let's say your goal is to get fit by the summer, right? Okay, so write that at the top line, have a summer body. And then underneath, try to write down the steps towards that goal. What do you plan to do, right? Or write solutions around it, like brainstorm ideas, right? All the different ways that you can get to that goal, right? Or opening your own business, or just you just need to communicate it to yourself and write it down. Okay? Here we have, with the blind and tunnel vision, what you need to focus on is the work ahead. Okay, because there's more to do. Maybe something has already started. You already started some aspect of this, but there's a lot more you have to do. Okay? Because you had the idea and you started the process. But because this is the Two of Wands, it's only the beginning, right? Because you need to get to 10 and you're at 2. And it's interesting because you get the 10 of Cups here. And this is the other side of all of this, right? So once you work all this out, this is what follows. These are the rewards. And it's interesting because you got the 10 of Cups. So this is a permanent type of happiness, something you're satisfied with, you're proud of, you're happy to have, like a greatest achievement, right? And here you got trades and gains. So all of this leads to something better if you took the time and worked on it. So I'm not only here to tell you some, good news will happen, but don't, come back later telling me or some other reader that, oh, it didn't happen, but then you're the one that didn't do the work. Remember, the universe will meet you halfway. So that's basically all I have for you guys today. I really hope you liked this. I don't really do spreads, but I found this one really interesting. So if you wanted me to do more of them, or have ideas on what kind of spreads you want me to do, or the theme of what they are, or anything like that, what each position represents, you can always leave it down in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and also check out the links below to follow me on my social media. You can also leave a tip if you like, or become a member and get some interesting perks throughout the month. And you could also commission a personal tarot reading. There are different options, so you don't have to choose, one that is more like deep or anything. You can choose one that is a quick one and just something general, or if you want something specific, it's up to you. So just check out all the links down below and see what you're interested in. Okay, and I'll see you guys next time. Hello group 2. So let's see what perspective we can gain for your path on life currently. So first card is, what is the energy of your current path in life? Okay, so you guys got 2 cards. You got the regenerate and heal and creativity and passion. So currently it feels like some of you are going through a sort of healing of your passions and creativity. Maybe you've been burnt out currently, maybe you overwhelmed yourself or are stressing and are trying to get back to some creative passions that you've had. Maybe you are having one of those art blocks or writer's block or whatever it is. So the current energy here is healing your creativity and passion. Okay, so what struggles or blocks is present on your path? Okay, the struggles. You got footprints, options, and decisions. Okay, so you're struggling with some type of decisions or options that you may have. Maybe there's a lot of them, or maybe there's a lack of any, and you have no idea where to turn to. So now we're going to see, how do you remove or heal this struggle? Okay, you got beach, blessings and balance. So it's possible that you do need to take some time off, remove yourself from the situation, because you may be constantly thinking, and this energy of desperation and trying to latch on anything that will try to help you is actually making it even worse. Okay, so let's see. Okay, what it is you need to focus on at this time. Okay, you got the crab, shifty and unpredictable. Crabs are known for walking sideways in a sketchy manner and using their claws at potential threats. They teach us to stay cautious and not to engage with someone or something that we don't know that much about. You're being warned right now to stay back, retreat, or just get away. That's interesting because you got the blessings and balance with the beach. So yeah, so it's possible that what you need to focus on is stepping away from this, because it can really make it worse, right? This kind of reminds me of my own personal situation, because I'm trying to learn, getting better at digital art, but my own doubts and seeing that I'm not good as I want to be keeps me away from trying to learn. But that alone is making me not learn, right? Because I'm not doing anything to learn. So I'm only sabotaging myself at the end. Because of course, getting better at something means practicing, even though you don't like what you're seeing, right? The results you're seeing, you still need to practice, because that's the only way you're going to get better. So this is sort of the situation here, is where you're kind of desperate to get some sort of idea or inspiration or motivation, or even get better at something, but then you're sort of overwhelming yourself by maybe forcing it or being desperate for it, right? But this is kind of telling you, you need to focus on stepping away. because the energy you're creating for this isn't good. It's only going to make it worse, right? So what blessings and opportunities is waiting for you? Ooh, that's interesting. You got the cape, hidden and unknown. So this is interesting. Your blessings can't be shown to you right now. And I feel that this is because if this is something that is artistic and creative and something about your passions, it makes sense why it's hidden, because everyone's passions and creativity will give a different result, right? For some, it could be fame. For others, it could be riches. For another, it could be a potential job opportunity at some, you know, artsy gallery or game, or, you know, who knows what kind of opportunity. So this is going to be very personal for everyone. So the blessings can't be shown at this time. Let's see what messages. What message? Okay, you got a new start is coming. You got a new moon. So this is something very powerful and something that does require you to sort of refresh, regroup, and gain back your focus. But in order to do that, you need to step away and relax a little, okay? Take some time out, do something maybe fun, something that, you know, will shake things up for you. Okay, you got a guide, mentor, a trustworthy ally. So it's possible that once you step away and not think about this anymore, right? Leave it sort of to fate for a while, or leave it to kind of simmer and just, you know, relax a little, have some fun, get all that energy out of you. Okay, it's possible that someone comes into or walks into your life that either says something that could spark that very, you know, inspiration that you're looking for, or it could be someone that actually helps you along the way or gives you an idea or helps you with the actually very thing you're trying to achieve, right? So but it takes for you to relax a little and let loose, so that the energy kind of, you know, eases up and isn't as desperate and overwhelmed as it is currently. Okay, so what you guys need to heal for this current path in your life is discovering your life purpose. Maybe this is why you need to regenerate and heal, and you have to step back, and maybe this is why your rewards and benefits are hidden, is because you haven't maybe truly grasped your true purpose. Maybe there's a lot of ideas you have, and because you aren't aligned or focused on that thing that's truly yours, that's why maybe you are constantly procrastinating or lazy or just can't seem to be inspired for something, is because you haven't really focused in on what it is you actually want. Okay, So the best way to know what you guys really want for yourself is to think about it this way. If money was no issue, what would you be the happiest waking up to in the morning knowing you're going to do that thing? Okay, think about that for a moment. And let's say you have a few things, right? Let's say you want to, maybe you love to dance and you want to show your skills and make money from that, but then you also want to do arts and crafts, and then you also want to be a writer. Think about the fact that in order to make arts and crafts, you're constantly going to have to be sitting and creating crafts all day long, right? Maybe your fingers might be bruised depending on what kind of crafts you're making, right? If you're making jewelry where you have to be banging on wires and twisting and turning these wires, right? You're going to be cutting up your nails. You're going to be getting bruises. Maybe it's going to be poking your skin and you're going to start bleeding, right? Is that something you'd want to do all day, every day, just in order to sell something? For dance, if you truly love dancing and stuff, are you willing to practice every day? Are you willing to practice different styles and maybe incorporate different styles? So try to think about, of course, like everything you think of will have its challenges, right? There's pros and cons to everything. But what will make you happy is that even if there are challenges in the thing you're passionate about, it's an easy sacrifice for you because of the bigger picture of it. So maybe you're just so in love with doing that thing that you don't mind that little sacrifice of being having little cuts and bruises on your fingers. Okay, so it's all about how much you're willing to tolerate for the greater good type thing. Okay, so that's how you figure out what you're truly passionate about. So in order to do this, just write a list of all the things that you love doing that maybe even as a child you were very skillful at, that kind of came naturally. And then figure out what you would love to do on a daily basis from that list that you won't get bored from, that you won't get agitated or frustrated with, but that you will always love and enjoy doing, despite that it has its little challenges. Okay? So that's the best way you can sort of tell. Okay, so the message for you guys is resistance. So your message is resistance. It's possible that you are the one that is resisting some type of maybe change or some type of knowledge. Maybe you're being shown a path that you're supposed to be on, but you keep resisting it because of the doubts or fears, or maybe you're unsure that you even have the potential to do that, right? But it's like you're constantly being shown. And maybe this is the part of the guide that is present in your life. Maybe there is someone that told you that you would be good for something, and you personally don't believe them or are scared to get into that because of the doubts you have, because you don't want to fail or embarrass yourself or look bad. But you keep resisting something that maybe is natural and that is part of your journey and your path. Okay. The energy of your path, about this regenerated heal, this creativity of passion, you guys got the the 5 of cups. So there will be things that will have to leave your life, right? Things that you will have to abandon. Maybe you're an artist that has quite a few things that you're interested in, or just generally a person that has different areas that they're interested in. And as much as it's going to be painful to walk away from some of them, it's going to benefit you in the end. Because currently you may be all over the place. Or maybe what you thought of doing wasn't really meant for you, and you're going to have to abandon it because something better is out there for you. And maybe you even know what you should be doing, but you're scared of letting this other thing go because you're so used to it. It was your comfort zone, right? So the current struggle and block in your path is the death card, which is interesting because death is all about transformation, right? And that goes along with the resistance card. I think you're scared of change. You're scared of letting something go, something die off that you kind of know and always maybe known wasn't for you. But it is time to let that thing go. It's like in order to remove this struggle, not only do you have to have balance within you, but you have to be strong. You have to be a warrior. Because it may be hard now, but later down the road, as this warrior, you're going to see that you made a better decision, right? And with the 10 of Pentacles here, the way you can heal and remove this block or struggle is maybe with family or a support system. Okay, you don't have to be in this alone. You can talk to people and tell them, people that you know have your best interests at heart, that you know want to see you happy, right? Like your family maybe, or your friends, or a counselor, or someone. And maybe tell them about your doubts and your fears, and talk to them. But you need to become this warrior, this person that knows what they want and that goes for it. So your focus has to be dealing with this devil card. And the devil card is all about obsessions and temptations and being a prisoner in your own mind. Believing something that may be false, even though you may have put it there, right? Creating a fantasy, a delusion of, thinking, oh, I'm going to be this and this. But then seeing that maybe it's not meant for you. Maybe that's not the path you're supposed to be on. You've always known your path. But for some reason, maybe you were led astray. So your blessings, even though we don't know what it is, and it's hidden from you because everyone's blessing will be different for this group, we do know that what's waiting on the other side of this is pure inspiration and creativity. Okay, this is the wands of all wands. Right? This is the Ace of Wands. So a huge potential. Look how much fire there is that's surrounding this. There's huge potential for something creative, inspiring, and maybe even motivational. Right? Something that you're going to be proud of. Okay, but it does take a lot. Okay, look at how in a way depressing the 5 of Cups looks. It's like she's saying goodbye to an old friend because now she's going to live on land, right? And imagine a mermaid that spent all her life in the ocean, giving up her tail to live on land. That's not easy. That's a foreign place where you don't know how many enemies there may be around you, right? As a mermaid. You don't know if you're going to end up in a lab somewhere as a science experiment, or if, a man might just love you for your siren song and not you personally, right? She doesn't know anything of that. And as hard as it is saying goodbye to her friends and to the sea, she's still doing it because there's something out there on that land that will give her the life that she dreamed of and even more, right? Think about all the people, maybe even your ancestor did this, where someone in your family, back in the 1800s or before, where they left their family, their home, the place they grew up, because back then people didn't maybe travel as much, right? Traveling may have been really expensive for some people. And they left all they knew in order to go to some land across the ocean, traveling for like months. Because of course they didn't have ships with steam engines or anything. This was like a back on in the day when boats were made out of wood, right? So they went traveling across the ocean, not knowing what was waiting for them on the other side. And then they had to get off that boat and try to make a life for themselves in a place that, they didn't speak the language of. They didn't even know the customs, the society, and yet they had to create a life there, get a job, work just to get enough money to send it back to their families so that they didn't starve. That required so much courage to leave all that they've known, right? So this is the path you have to go through now. Don't resist, adapt, let go, okay? Breathe, take time out, talk to people that you trust, and state your fears. You don't have to walk through this alone. There are guides, right? Your family or people that you trust can be guides that can help you along the way. Okay, so don't be scared or ashamed to ask for help, because it can lead you to that spark that you need. Okay, so group 2, that is all I have for you. Please remember that you could book a personal reading. You can become a member and get monthly perks. You could also purchase art prints and greeting cards in my Ko-fi shop. All the links for everything will be down in the description box below. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps my channel. And if you have any ideas for future readings, like the theme, or if you want me to do a certain type of spread or the theme of a spread, whatever it is, do comment below and tell me your suggestions. This is the first time I decided to do a spread, so I hope you liked it. It may not have been like, a typical spread of where things go, but I did follow like what card means what, which I never done before. So I hope you enjoyed it. So that's all I have for you guys, and I'll see you next time. Hello group 3, welcome to your reading. So let us see what your current path in life is about. So the first card is, what is the energy of your current path in life? Okay, so you got campfire, unwind and plan. So it looks like your current path is about planning something, right? Stepping back a little and planning. So the second card, what struggle or block is present in your path? Anchor, okay, so something is on a stop. So it seems like something's not moving. It's as though you're stuck and you can't go forward, right? So Let's see, how do we remove this block or struggle? Okay, it says friends and familiars. So it's possible that people around you may have the answer to how you can proceed and move forward. So it does pay off to communicate with others. Maybe take some time off from planning and moving forward and just, maybe have some fun and go out with friends to sort of cleanse that energy inside of you that is overwhelming and constantly maybe chaotic, right? Because you're overthinking how to get to wherever you need to be. So let's see. So the fourth card is going to be what it is you need to focus on. Okay, and you got the moon, which is intuition. So what you need to focus on is what your intuition, your inner guide is telling you. Because the answers are always deep within. You just have to be calm and stop thinking, okay? Any thought that comes to you, let it pass, but don't focus on it. Meditation is the best for this. It's how you can clear yourself from all these intrusive thoughts and stuff and get yourself more grounded. So you need to focus more on your intuition and what it is that it's telling you. Okay, and the last card is what blessings and opportunities are waiting for you. So you got bubbles. Bubbles is a sign, right? When you're inside of water, the fact that you are making bubbles means you have air, right? So it's possible that currently you feel, because of this fire, it's possible you're feeling suffocated, right? Like as if you're on this standstill in life where you can't move forward. You're suffocating yourself because you're trying to think of a way to break through this blockage. But all you're doing is causing more stress to your mind, your soul, and your body. Okay? In order to stop this is to go to your friends, your familiars, okay? People that you can unwind with, okay? You need to unwind. You need to stop overthinking and stressing yourself too much. And while you're relaxing, be open to your intuition, okay? Breathe. Practice deep breathing. Okay, there are a lot of breathing techniques and stuff on YouTube that you can watch and, practice and things like that. So what's waiting on the other side of this is the fact that you're able to breathe and flow, right? Because you don't want to be stagnant energy. You want to be flowing energy. And when you flow, things come to you naturally. Think of it like if you're to be tense and tell someone something, they will back away and think you're crazy, right? But if you're calm and relax and you tell them something, people are going to be relaxed around you, right? So that is basically energy mirroring energy. So if you're constantly tense and overthinking and being desperate about trying to move forward, universe is going to mirror that energy and give you more of that stress, of that desperation, of that stagnant energy, right? So you need to break away from that. You need to let go and relax a little, spend some time off not thinking about this or overthinking it, okay? And just listen to your intuition. What do you naturally feel within you, okay? And on the other side of that, you're going to end up having a better time breathing and flowing through life. Okay, let's see if there's anything else you need to heal at this current time in order to, make this better and get this block out. Okay, this is interesting. So the fact that you have unwind and plan, and the problem, the block is that you're not moving forward, right? You're desperate to get to where you need to be. But it's interesting that what I asked the healing cards is, what is it that this group needs to heal at this time? And you guys got patience. You need to practice being patient. Because remember that even though you have done the work, maybe there's the universe that is doing something in the background that you're not aware of. Because you're not living your life alone. The universe is living with you. It's like a dance. Okay, when you move forward, the universe moves back. When the universe moves forward, you move back, right? It's a slow dance of give and take type thing. So while you may have done your part, you need to give some space and allow your work to simmer, because in the background, the universe is working on something for you, right? There are little pieces being put together in the spots they need to be in order for things to come to fruition for you. Okay, so there are things that are out of your hands that need to be dealt with by the universe. That's why after you've done what you can, time to relax, okay? That's why they say that you need to work hard and play hard, right? It's not just about work, it's also about play. Meaning, if you're going to put so much time and effort in your work, you also need to put some time on being relaxed and having fun. Okay, it needs to be a balance. So patience is the key here. Okay, so what you need to know for this current stage in your life: believe in the impossible. It's interesting, you got 2 full moons here and here. So you need to believe in the impossible. You need to understand that even though you've done all that you possibly can at this current time, of course there's always more you can do, but maybe you've done a lot and it's time to relax and let go. But you need to believe that things will happen, okay? All of your work is not going to be for nothing. All of this will lead to something. Nothing is ever wasted in nature. Even when an animal dies and there's no hunters to scoop it up and, use the meat of it or whatever, there are other animals that will come across and eat it. And if not bigger animals, the ants will come and eat it, or the maggots will, or the flies, whoever. Nothing is ever wasted. All that fur that comes off a wolf's back, eventually a bird is going to pick that up and create a nest from it. The small branches that get, chipped off trees, all of this will be used somehow. So remember that nothing will ever be wasted. Okay? Okay, my battery is about to die, so I'm going to shuffle the tarot cards off camera just to let it, reserve some battery life, and I'll be right back. Okay, so quickly for you guys. So your energy is basically in life is things are about to change, okay? The Wheel of Fortune is telling you that things are changing in direction. That's why maybe things feel stuck at the moment, because there are things in the background working and shifting the energy or the direction that things are going in your life, okay? So try to keep calm and practice patience, okay? With the World card here, it really does feel like there's like if this is Mother Nature, right? Let's say she's the universe. She's the one now that is working on this thing in your life that will give you and generate you the goal or blessings that you are looking for. Okay? And it's interesting that you got the Three of Pentacles for how to remove or heal the struggle, because you got friends and familiars here, and with the Three of Pentacles, it's basically talking about working with people you trust in order to remove this struggle, right? So whether that is enjoying some time with friends, wining and dining, going out somewhere, going to see a movie, chilling by the beach, or whatever it is, you need to now spend time in order to get that weight off your shoulders, because you're carrying a lot of weight that you don't need in your life. What I found insane is for what you need to focus on. You got the moon here and also the moon here. That freaked me out when I fell out for this card. Okay, so using your intuition, your voice, right? Talking to people, but especially using your intuition to know what's right for you. Intuition is that inner feeling, that inner knowing of, that sense of, okay, I feel like I'm supposed to be doing this right now, or I feel like I should listen to this song right now. Even if it's something simple as that, listening to a song, like you feel like you're supposed to listen to a song right now. Maybe that song is going to inspire something. Listen to the lyrics. Maybe there's a message there. Or even if you feel like watching a movie, go watch it. Maybe there's some inspiration there, right? You never know when inspiration is going to hit, when someone is going to say a line or a quote or something that is just going to, snap, and something is going to open up your mind where you're like, oh my gosh, this is that thing that I was looking for, okay? So the opportunity and blessings that's waiting for you on the other side is justice, okay? Justice, meaning that you're going to get what you deserve, and I don't mean that in the bad way, but if you have worked a lot on this thing, you're going to get the benefits, okay? So just try to stop overwhelming yourself and spend some more time trying to unwind and remove all this stress, because it's only going to sabotage you further, okay? Remember to practice patience, okay? Okay, let's see if we can get one more card out. Okay, and you guys got time and tide. Oceanic spells and rituals. So create maybe a ritual or just something that is for you, something where you can unwind and truly feel your best, something that makes you feel at peace and comfortable and safe, right? Create like a little world for you. Even if maybe it's not in your home, maybe there's a spot outside somewhere that you love to sit at and just watch or sketch or write, whatever it is, or even take photographs of, okay? Go there and just unwind and relax, and maybe take some friends and show them around, and show them what it is about that place that you love. Or if you want, you can keep it just to yourself and make that place your own little world. But just remember to stop stressing yourself out, okay? You need some peace and some fun time. Okay, so that's all I have for you guys today. Remember that I do personal readings. Commissions are open. Everything can be found on my Ko-fi page, where you can also tip me, purchase something from my shop like greeting cards, as well as art prints. And you can also become a member and get like monthly perks and stuff. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any ideas for future readings that you would love to see, like themes or certain spreads or theme for spreads, whatever it is, just comment below and I'll get to it. Okay, so I'll see you guys next time.